full face drugstore and a smoky wing. So yeah, it's pretty simple. If you guys are interested in seeing how I got this look and what drugstore products I use, keep watching. I'm going to do my brows off camera because I don't think anyone really cares to see how I do my brows. I have a separate brow routine on my channel. I can link that down below for you guys if you're interested in that. I'm just going to be using the Ardell Stroke Brow Feathering Pen. It's just like a little, almost like an eyeliner pen. It's got a little thin brush so I can draw each little hair stroke. So I just have some concealer on my eyes to prime. I'm just going to take a tiny little baby sponge and pat that out. So for my drugstore palette, I filmed this video 3 times. 2 weeks ago I tried to film it and I hated the palette that I used. And then I tried to film it again a week ago and my footage got lost. So I'm doing it again. I got a new palette and hopefully everything works out this time. The first palette I used was from Milani. It was their Gilded Rogue, one of their big eyeshadow palettes. Didn't like it. Then the second time I used an e.l.f. palette. Wasn't my favorite palette, but then I lost the footage. And now here we are. For the 3rd time, I found a palette that I actually like from the drugstore. So the palette I'm using today is the Catrice and Eman eyeshadow palette. And this is her little palette. This is a $11.99 palette. I have some footage over here of me picking this up with my niece.
Here.
Oh. Alright. Oh no, this is the left one. I'll leave that. Stupid. No, that's not what I'm gonna do there. Yeah.
I didn't have your face in it for a second. I was too busy looking at the baby.
It's okay. So yeah, this is what I'm going to use. And I'm going to do a smoky wing today just because I'm in the mood for a smoky wing. So I'm going to take the color here, Fairfax. So I'm going to start out with a small fluffy brush. This is the Morphe M506 brush. This is like my favorite brush. So I'm going to go ahead and take my e.l.f. eye tapes right now. Wherever you kind of want your wing to go, how you want it angled, just do that. I'm going to start out with the lightest matte shade that I have in here. I'm going to go in with Sunset, just this kind of a warm medium brown. I'm going to just take my shadow brush and start blending right along my lash line. I'm going kind of right over the tape and just kind of go onto my eyelid a little bit. And for a look like this, I feel like it's best to go with a light hand because I want everything to be super diffuse. So just start out light and build up color as you go. And then I'm just going right over my lid with that and just a little bit into my crease, nothing crazy. Alright, now I'm going to go in with the second darkest matte shade. This one is Runyon, I don't know how to say that. Another warm brown, has a little bit of red in it. And just go a little bit closer to the lash line and continue to blend it like we did with the first one, just a little bit lower down. And again, I feel like looks like these are really just about building up the color and not going too dark too fast. So I'm still using that same brush. I'm going to take the next darkest color, which is Sweetser. It's a huge bug just hit my window if you heard that. Sweetser is just like a dark chocolatey brown, and again, same thing, just go a little bit lower than that previous color. And as the colors go on, I'm going less and less into my crease just to make sure it doesn't get too dark in there. I want most of the color to be focused on the wing. So this whole look, again, is about building everything up. So you guys just build it up. Ooh. Don't know how I just did that. But you just build it up to kind of how you want it, how deep you want it. It's all about you and how intense or not intense you want it. So you could leave it like this if you wanted to. It would still look really good. But I'm trying to go a little bit extra over here. I'm going to take a smaller brush. This is just a brush that came in one of my Urban Decay palettes from a while ago. I'm going to take this and then the black in this palette, which is Mulholland Drive. Just a nice black. And I'm going to go really close to my lash line with this, just to make it more intense. And I'm kind of pushing it in and then blending a little bit, but we're gonna kind of just leave it pushed in like that. And then I'm gonna go back in with Runyon, the kind of reddy brown color up here, and blend that out a little bit, and just kind of, I'm gonna go back and forth and make it more intense as I go. I just want everything to be blended out nicely. Alright, so I'm almost done here with the kind of smoky wingness, but the last thing I'm going to do is take a little bit more of that black and just kind of pack it on really, really close. Most of it's going to go on the tape, but that's what I want. Just to darken it up a teensy bit. Alright, now here is the really satisfying part, peeling off the tape. If you guys want it to be less dark, just don't add the black, or just keep blending it out until it's more diffused, or if you want it darker, just blend up the colors a little higher. That way you have a little bit more darkness to the wing. And I just have to clean up that little area right there. But there's one. And there's two. I love smoky wings. They're one of my favorite things to do. I'm just going to take a little wipe here and just clean it up a little bit more. So before I do anything else on my face, I want to add a teensy bit of shimmer on my eyes. So I'm going to take the NYX pigment. This one is in Vegas Baby. I'm just going to take a little bit of this. And I'm just going to kind of go on the inner lid to add some glitter and just a little bit more. Oh, bits are flying everywhere, these little glitter particles. Alright, so I feel like 90% of the time my skin is always full drugstore anyway. But for today, it's going to be all drugstore. So I'm going to start out with my pore filling primer. This is just the NYX pore filler. And I'm just going to spot conceal my skin right now with the same concealer that I used to prime my eyes, just the Maybelline Master Conceal in 40 Medium. Have all my concealer blended out. I'm just going to set my skin right now. To set my whole face, I'm going to use the Flower Miracle Glow Satin Finishing Powder. It just leaves your face really glowy and beautiful, even though it's matte. So I'm going to set my skin. So my skin's all set. You guys can see it has like a really beautiful glow to it. Oh, I'm so sorry. And now I'm going to move on to bronzing and contouring. To contour, I'm going to take my NYX Highlight and Contour Pro palette. I'm going to take, I think I'm going to mix together this shade and this shade. Don't know the names of these or anything like that. And then I'm going to take the e.l.f. small tapered brush with those two shades and just contour my cheekbones a teensy bit. And then I'm going to take the lighter color of those two that I mixed before and take a fluffy little brush and just kind of add a little bit of shadow onto my nose. Like, look at my nose, how it's like glossy looking. That's what that powder does. Alright, so I just put her to sleep. I had to take a 2-second break because she was getting a little cranky. She wanted to sleep. So, now that I have a little bit of a contour going, not crazy, but just a little depth, I'm going to take the Wet n Wild Queensland bronzer and bronze up my cheeks a little bit. Alright, so now that I'm all bronzed and contoured up, I'm going to add blush. For the e.l.f. Primer Infused blushes, and I have the color Always Cheeky and Always Rosy. So I'm just going to mix these two together and add some blush on my cheeks and a teensy bit on my nose. So for highlight, I'm going to take the Makeup Obsession Mega Honey Highlighter. I found this at Target the second time I tried to film this video. And let's go in and finish the eyes. I'm just going to go in with the Pixi Endless Silky Eye Pencil in black and go on my waterline. It's so creamy, and it's fine if it's a little messy because we're going to smoke out some colors down there. I'm going to go back into the Eman palette with Catrice, and I'm going to take the red brown shade and then kind of smoke that out and then deepen it a little bit with the black just to kind of match the smokiness up here. Alright, so now that we have that shadow smoked out under there, I'm going to take a little bit more of the Makeup Obsession highlighter that I used before and just pop some on my inner corner. So I'm going to go in with mascara right now. Any mascara will be fine. There's a million drugstore mascaras out there. Today I'm going to use the Essence Volume Stylist 18-Hour Curl and Hold Mascara just to coat my lashes before I put my fake lashes on. For lashes today, these aren't technically drugstore. So I'm taking these lashes from Amazon. They are a 3-pack and they're just these really pretty like spiky kind of lashes. They're $6 on Amazon. I will link them down below. So I'm just going to pop those on today. Before I pop the lashes on, I'm going to take some e.l.f. brow gel. This is the sheer tint brow gel. And just brush my brow hairs up a little bit. So my niece just woke up. She's not very happy. She's a little cranky right now. Right? You cranky? You mad? So I'm going to go feed her and then I'll come back and finish up this look. I'm going to go in with a nude lipstick. This is from Milani. This one is in the shade 61 Matte Naked. This is one of my sister's favorites. So let's use this one today. I haven't used this in a very long time. I feel like it looks a little too pinky on me alone. I'm going to take a little bit of the NYX Liquid Suede Cream Lipstick, and this is in Soft Spoken. I'm going to pat a little bit of that onto my lips. I do love every single product I use today. The only thing I will say is with my eyes, I put the eye tapes on crooked. So this one like is elongating and this one's a little too low. I should have brought it up a little bit higher, but that's my fault. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this look. Let's take my hair down. Guys, so I hope you enjoyed that video. I'm currently walking my niece because she's a little mad. I gotta go take her out. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Pretty simple video. Every product I use I really liked. I know technically the lashes weren't drugstore, but like I said, I have issues with drugstore eyelashes. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please let me know. Let me know what other videos you want to see. If you want to see more drugstore videos or hair videos or whatever it is you guys want to see, let me know. Please like and subscribe, and my Instagram will be down below and you can follow me there and see other looks and things that I do. Sorry, she's teething really bad. I feel bad. I'm gonna go and take care of my niece, and I'll see you guys next week with another video. Bye!